I just needed to tackle our whole house, and I was switching my load of laundry around. I'm so proud of myself. For probably about 2 or 3 weeks now, I've been doing a load of laundry every day, and it has helped so tremendously much in just keeping the chaos under control. The other thing I do is before I go to bed at night, I load my dishwasher and run it, and then when I wake up in the morning, I empty it so that I can kind of load it throughout the day, which has also helped a ton. So a load of dishes and a load of laundry every day, and then whenever that load of laundry is dry, I actually do fold it, put it away, just one load at a time. I know sometimes I've thought that doing multiple loads, at one time, folding it all seems to save time, but in reality, it just gets piled up and it doesn't work out how I imagine it's going to. So those are some things that I have been doing lately that have really, really helped me stay on top of just the things that you need to do all the time. So as you can see, I'm just kind of doing some regular cleaning, just vacuuming, dusting. I wash the front window and just wiping stuff down. This is something I definitely do not do often enough, and that is wiping down my washer and dryer. They get so dusty with the lint from the dryer. I feel like laundry rooms can sometimes be one of the dirtiest spots in the house for sure. I decided to go ahead and wipe down all of our baseboards. This is something I don't do too often. It doesn't need it very often, but since I was already kind of tackling everything in the front part of the house, I decided to wipe them down. This entry area and the dining room are the only areas that we have this style baseboard or paneling, and it does collect some dust. If you're new here, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button. I try to give you at least one cleaning video a week and motivate you. If you watch my vlogs, I do a lot of DIY projects and other fun things. I'm always on the go, and I don't like to sit still for very long, so I feel like my projects are never ending. This has been something I've been pushing to the back burner just because I didn't have time to do it, but this day I found some time, and that is just to wash all of my cabinets down. Having white cabinets obviously makes it so that you need to keep up with them a little bit more, and I do a lot of spot cleaning, but once in a while it's good to just wash them all down, and I'm using the same spray I used on the baseboards or the paneling out in the front part of the house.
I sat down by the ocean. It's that tears that I feel up with emotions. Could I taste them for real? Longing for you, oh, but I can't get back.
Also, if you're interested, these knobs are actually from Amazon, and they're a great little renter's hack because they bring a modern touch, but you don't have to drill multiple holes, especially if your kitchen just has, you know, the knobs with one screw. So I will leave them linked in the description box. Another little perk is that they are super inexpensive.
Your intentions are good. I walk back to my history, into my old neighborhood. Longing for you, longing for you. Oh, but I can't get back. What can I do? What can I do when your train is gone? I don't wanna go back, back. Don't wanna go back. If you are not with me, hey, do you read me? Go back, back to where we came from. And my hands are
I really want to encourage you guys today that if you're feeling like giving up as a mom or a homemaker, that you have so much more in you and that you can accomplish so much more than what you think you can. I know there's a lot of days that I feel like giving up, or there's just way too much to do, or I can't handle it all. And I know that God created me with all of the things that I need to be a mom and a wife and a homemaker. I just need to tune into that and just ask Him for help. And so I really encourage you guys, if you're feeling discouraged today, just that you can do it. As easy as those words are, but I know that there's been so many times people have said those words to myself, and I have felt encouraged by them. So you can do it today. All right, so I'm probably going to get questions about this. First of all, I use Norwex cloths, and they are something that has colloidal silver in them, so they're actually able to kill bacteria on their own with just water. But I'm using the Norwex paste. It comes kind of in a block inside that round tub, and then I add a little bit of water to it just to kind of loosen it up. And then you can use it to clean your glass top stove like you saw, to clean really anything. It's slightly abrasive, but not that it's going to scratch anything. So I use it with one of my Norwex cloths, and then I just shined my sink up this day. I also added in some grapefruit oil just to make it smell good.
We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts, faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fight that we made just to save us. When we try to make up but never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way to better.
Having the girls help clean up their toys and things has been a major priority on my list, and they've been doing so well with it. So I just asked them to come into the living room and collect the things that were theirs, that they knew where they went, and they did that and helped me get it all whipped up pretty quickly.
Let's go back. Let's start again to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up but never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the
This Caldrea spray smells so good. Caldrea is probably my favorite cleaning brand. It's something that Grove carries. If you guys have never heard of Grove, they're just a company that has a lot of cleaning products that you can order from. And there's always a link in the description box to get a bunch of free products with your first order. So you can always check that out, because I know I've gotten some questions recently in the comments of where I get my cleaning products. I guess I just haven't talked about Grove for a while. But yeah, that's where I like to get them. And if you search on their website, you can find the Caldrea brand. I use their countertop spray and their linen spray a lot. This is my constant battle, just because, of course, I use it every day, but my little office area. And something else I encourage you guys to do, I just decided to take the plunge and do this. You see the papers on the wall? They're actually kind of my goals as far as my morning routine and night routine of personal care things or just cleaning in the house, whatever I really want to get done in the morning when I first get up or right before I go to bed. So sometimes writing your goals out does really help, and I've noticed how much better I've been able to stick to my routines. They don't always happen at the exact times I have written on my routine papers, but if I can at least get the routine done, then, I can keep up with it. The things like I was talking about in the beginning of, doing your laundry once a day, doing the dishes, those sorts of things. So write it down and you might see a big change in accomplishing your goals. Okay, this was actually the same day, just later, and I put on a big comfy shirt. I had been getting hot, and so I had to make supper. All of that happened, and then I could get back to getting the house cleaned. So this bathtub is actually where I bathe my daughters. I don't use the bathtub in their bathroom, and so I don't clean that one very often. But of course, that tub does need to get cleaned on a weekly basis. So I just sprayed it down and rinsed it down. Another little tip I have for you is to be using something natural in your bathtub, especially if your kids are taking baths in it, because it doesn't really matter, what, if you scrub it or whatever, there's still some residue left from a cleaner. So in some sense, they're getting it in their tub water. So I would just say to be really careful what you use to clean your tub with, so that your kids are not getting exposed to cleaners on their skin. This is the bathroom that's closest to my daughter's rooms, and it's the one they use a lot, but like I said, we don't really use the shower in here. And also the shower in our bathroom, I'm trying to wash whenever I take a shower instead of, going through the routine of getting soaked while I'm trying to wash the shower. Anyways, so that's why I didn't show me scrubbing my shower out.
About you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you. What things you like and what you don't, it's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted?
The rosewater driftwood is always my favorite for my daughter's beds. It has a very floral smell to it. It's not overwhelming. I'm not a huge floral person, but I love using it in their rooms.
Slow, work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close,